Attention passionate Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news all right. Cowboys Nation, buckle up because the buzz around the NFL lately is pointing towards something that could truly shake up our division and set us up for a serious Super Bowl push. The whispers are getting louder, and sources close to the league are hinting at a blockbuster trade that could see the Dallas Cowboys acquiring none other than Justin Herbert from the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Herbert. That's a game changer, and it's not just some rumor floating around. It's a potential move that could elevate our offense to a whole new level, making us instant contenders and shifting the narrative in the NFC East. Let's start by breaking down what this trade could look like. According to leaks and sources close to both teams, the Cowboys are in serious talks with the Chargers. The package being discussed reportedly includes a first-round pick in 2027 and 2 second-round picks in 2028. That's a hefty price, no doubt, but one that reflects Herbert's elite talent and the immediate upgrade he'd bring. The Chargers, coming off an 8-9 season in 2025, are looking to reset. Their defense struggled, allowing an average of 25 points per game, and it's clear they need to rebuild their roster, especially on the offensive line and at wide receiver, where they've allowed 4 sacks per game and have a catch rate of only 67%. It's almost like they're saying, let's hit reset and build for the future, and trading Herbert fits that narrative perfectly. Now, why would the Cowboys go all in on Herbert? Well, first off, he's a 27-year-old quarterback with a cannon arm that's been lighting up the league since 2020. Over his career, Herbert has thrown for more than 20 yards, specifically 20, 512, and 142 touchdowns. He averages around 256 yards per game, and his PFF grade over his career is an impressive 90. He's a guy who can make all the throws, especially deep balls, and that's something that Cowboys fans have been craving since the days of the great dynasty quarterbacks. His 2025 numbers are eye-popping. Over 100 yards, 30 touchdowns, a 67. 2% completion rate, and a deep ball success rate of 42%, the best in the league. His ability to thrive under pressure is also remarkable. He's completing 75% of throws when under duress, and he's only thrown 8 interceptions that season. What makes Herbert such a perfect fit for Dallas? For starters, his arm strength and accuracy are elite, and his deep passing ability could transform our offense. Imagine adding a quarterback who can hit CeeDee Lamb on those vertical routes with 79% success, boosting our passing game significantly. His presence would open up the field, creating mismatches for our receivers and giving Dak Prescott a true competitor and upgrade at the position. A trade for Herbert might seem like a big gamble, but the potential payoff is enormous. Think about the impact on our offense, which was ranked 13th in EPA per play last season, but could leap into the top tier with him at the helm. The strategic reasons behind this trade for the Chargers are clear. After a disappointing 8-9 season, they're looking to shed the massive $262 million contract of Herbert to free up cap space, about $14 million, and focus on rebuilding their offensive line and receiving core. They badly need picks to bolster their protection, as they allowed over 4 sacks per game, and to find reliable targets that can catch at a higher rate. Meanwhile, our Cowboys, sitting comfortably with around $20 million in cap space, are in a prime position to make this move. It's a no-brainer. They get the franchise quarterback they need to compete for a Super Bowl, and the Chargers get the assets to rebuild their roster. Now, just imagine the immediate impact on our offense. With Herbert under center, we'd see a boost of at least 0 yards passing and 35 touchdowns in 2026, and our EPA per pass would skyrocket, probably around 0.31 compared to Dak Prescott's 0.26. The deep threat would be real with Herbert's deep completion rate at 42% compared to Dak's 38%. CeeDee Lamb would dominate with more yards after catch, raising his YAC numbers by 14%, and that would open up running lanes for Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, who would benefit from defenses stacking the box less often. Gallup's mismatches would become even more lethal, especially in the red zone, where our efficiency could improve by around 12%. Looking at the numbers, a comparison between Prescott in 2025 and Herbert shows just how significant this upgrade could be. Herbert's stats are more impressive across the board: more passing yards per game, a higher PFF grade, and better efficiency metrics. His ability to make big plays under pressure and in high-leverage situations could elevate our entire passing attack, turning us into legitimate contenders. Think about the Chiefs with Mahomes. Herbert has that same kind of potential to leave a legacy, especially if he can perform consistently at that elite level. Our goal: to become a passing powerhouse, to push the scoring average from around 26 points per game in 2025 to over 32, and to finally take that step into the Super Bowl realm. And speaking of the postseason, the odds are starting to favor us. While right now, the future's odds for the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl sit at plus 10-0, a move for Herbert could tighten those odds considerably, possibly down to plus 300 or even lower, depending on how the season unfolds. NFL insiders like Rossini suggest Herbert's deep ball success in high-pressure situations makes him an X-factor that could push us over the edge. With that kind of upgrade and a strategic rebuild, our chances of making a deep playoff run grow exponentially. It's like the league is already feeling the tremors of a potential East revitalization, with Dallas positioned to lead the charge. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. Trading away future picks always comes with risks, and Herbert's injury history with his shoulder in 2025 is something to keep in mind. But the upside far outweighs the negatives, especially if we consider how this move would set us up for sustained success. We've been waiting for that franchise quarterback to truly elevate this team, and Herbert might just be that guy. His elite arm talent, combined with our already talented roster, Lamb, Gallup, Tony Pollard, and a solid offensive line, could make us one of the most feared offenses in the league. Imagine the possibilities: top-tier passing game, explosive plays, and a division that's even more putty in our hands. This entire scenario is not just about one player. It's about the vision of a team that's ready to contend now and into the future. The Cowboys have historically been a franchise that takes bold steps when needed, and this potential trade could be the move that cements our legacy once again. It's an exciting time for Cowboys fans, and I think we're on the brink of something special if this all comes true. The league, the division, and the entire NFL could be in for a shock as the East gets revitalized with a Cowboys-led resurgence powered by a quarterback that can truly change everything. But let's take a deep dive into the Dallas Cowboys' rich history, their current roster strength, and what this potential move could mean in the broader context of NFL history. The Cowboys, firmly established as America's team, have won 5 Super Bowls with legendary players like Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin defining their golden eras. Their recent history features a mix of playoff appearances and rebuilding phases, but the team always aims for that next big leap, an elusive 6th Super Bowl title that has remained out of reach since 1995. The Cowboys' roster currently boasts a mix of young talent and veteran experience. CeeDee Lamb, for example, has become one of the league's premier wide receivers, amassing over 300 yards in 2024 and establishing himself as Prescott's go-to target. His YAC, yards after catch, improved dramatically last season, and with Herbert's deep accuracy, those numbers could skyrocket. Gallup, returning from injury, is poised to reclaim his top-tier receiver status, and Brandon Cook's addition as a speedster gives us yet another vertical threat. On the running game front, Tony Pollard has proven to be an explosive playmaker, with over 300 yards from scrimmage in 2024, complementing Ezekiel Elliott's veteran leadership and power running. The offensive line remains a key point of concern and opportunity. The Cowboys invested heavily in their front 5 in recent drafts, with Tyler Smith emerging as a reliable left tackle and Tyler Biadasz anchoring the interior. However, to fully unlock the potential of a quarterback like Herbert, bolstering the protection on the edges and at the guard positions would be essential. A trade for Herbert would likely prompt the front office to prioritize offensive line upgrades either through free agency or the draft, emphasizing high-quality pass protectors to maximize his arm talent. On the defensive side, the Cowboys have built a formidable unit led by linebacker Micah Parsons, who has quickly established himself as one of the league's most disruptive defenders. His ability to rush the passer and cover tight ends makes him a nightmare for offensive coordinators. Secondary, anchored by Trevon Diggs and Derion Kendrick, provides solid coverage, but improving the pass rush and run defense remains a priority. With an upgraded offense leading to more possession and time of possession, the defense could stabilize, allowing us to control games better and secure more wins. Historically, the Cowboys have been known for their resilience and capacity to rebuild quickly. The 1990s dynasty was built on shrewd drafting, strategic signings, and a culture of winning. The recent acquisition of players like Parsons and the draft success in recent years indicates that the franchise is still capable of identifying and developing elite talent. Bringing in a quarterback like Herbert would be that next step, one that could usher in a new era of dominance, reminiscent of their glory days. Looking ahead, the expectations for the Cowboys are sky-high. The NFC East has been competitive, with the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders all vying for supremacy. The Eagles, in particular, have established themselves as a powerhouse with Jalen Hurts leading a dynamic offense. The Giants have been rebuilding around quarterback Daniel Jones, and the Commanders are in flux with Sam Howell at the helm. To truly establish ourselves as NFC East kings, the Cowboys need a quarterback who can consistently perform under pressure, elevate the entire offense, and perform in the postseason. Herbert's arrival could be that spark, transforming us into the team to beat. Futuro, the expectations extend beyond just making the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys aim for Super Bowl contention, something they haven't achieved since their last victory in 1995. With Herbert's elite arm and playmaking ability, combined with our strong roster, the possibility of breaking that championship drought becomes even more tangible. The 2023 and 2024 seasons have shown that the league is more competitive than ever, with teams like Kansas City, Buffalo, and Cincinnati all vying for supremacy. The Cowboys need a game-changer, and Herbert fits that profile perfectly. Let's analyze more deeply the football analytics and what they tell us about Herbert's potential fit. His advanced stats include a 112-3 passer rating when under pressure, which is top tier across the league. His deep ball completion percentage of 42% is among the best, and his ability to extend plays with his mobility, running a 4.68 40-yard dash at the combine, adds another layer to his game. His PFF grades, consistently hovering above 90, reflect his accuracy, decision-making, and ability to perform in clutch moments. If we consider the impact on our offensive efficiency, last season, the Cowboys ranked 13th in EPA per play, but with Herbert, that number could leap into the top 5. His ability to push the ball vertically would complement our existing weapons, making our offense more unpredictable and explosive. This would force defenses to respect the deep threat, opening up running lanes for Pollard and Elliott, and creating more one-on-one opportunities for Lamb and Gallup. In the context of NFL history, acquiring a quarterback like Herbert would be akin to the Chiefs drafting Patrick Mahomes or the Patriots acquiring Tom Brady in his early years. It's a move that could define a franchise's legacy for years to come. The league's most successful teams, Patriots with Brady, Steelers with Roethlisberger, and Chiefs with Mahomes, have thrived because of elite quarterbacks who elevate everyone else around them. Herbert has that potential, and the Cowboys, with their storied history and championship aspirations, are uniquely positioned to capitalize on it. This potential trade also makes sense from a financial perspective. While Herbert's rookie contract was valued at around $26 million over 4 years, his upcoming extension would be a significant investment. However, the Cowboys have historically been willing to pay top dollar for franchise quarterbacks. Think of Dak Prescott's deal or the contracts handed to other elite signal callers. The key will be managing the cap to ensure our roster remains competitive on both sides of the ball. In conclusion, this scenario is more than just a fantasy. It's a testament to the boldness and ambition of the Dallas Cowboys organization. They have the assets, the cap space, and the desire to make a statement in the NFL. The potential acquisition of Justin Herbert could redefine what it means to be a Cowboys fan, bringing back the glory days, reigniting the passion, and finally giving us a shot at returning to the Super Bowl stage. So, Cowboys fans, what do you think? Is Herbert the missing piece? Would this move push us over the top? Or do you think the price is too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. The future of Dallas Cowboys football could be about to change forever. Let's embrace the possibility, stay passionate, and keep believing, because greatness is within our reach. Character count 1039.